Are you sure?
Good morning, everybody. Thank you for being here for our ribbon cutting. Up front, we have our members of our Missoula Community Squash Organizing Committee and key donors. Yeah, thanks. Woo! Yeah, cheer. Some key donors, as well as Molly Swan from US Squash and Heather Foster here representing the YMCA.
Carrie McHugh.
And Carrie McHugh from the YMCA. So I just wanted to say thanks. For me, squash has always been about people. When I was a kid I played and I loved to play because I got to spend time with friends and got to meet new people and would travel to different cities and engage in tournaments, and it was always competitive in a sport, but it was always about the people that you got to play with. And I think that's really true of what we're doing here in Missoula, is growing a community of people who love to play this game, who want to learn to play this game, playing with kids, introducing the sport, all of that. So I'm really excited for this project and to be cutting this ribbon so that we can keep doing that here. Heather, do you want to say a few things about what you're excited about?
Well, first, on behalf of Missoula Y, we want to welcome you all to our Y. I know people have come from all over, lots of Philly representatives and people from all across the country. So thank you for being here. We're really excited about this project. Most of you were around last night, so doing 2 speeches about the same project in a row was like really testing my ability to get new material. But I thought maybe I'd tell you briefly, when I started at this Y, I was the HR director, and part of that is doing new employee orientation. And you know, ask the staff if they have any idea what the Y has created or been a part of, and you get to tell them that we created basketball and volleyball and progressive swim lessons, and this is all of the things. Racquetball is another thing the Y likes to take credit for creating, and the story I always told is that handball and squash were sports that were played in inaccessible spaces, right? Like country clubs and private clubs, and so the Y decided to create racquetball using some of the fundamentals of those sports and make it more accessible. So I think this is a very full circle moment to have a squash court that is free and open to the public and fully funded by donors, and volunteers that are going to come in and teach kids and people how to play this sport that was, for a long time, seemed to be out of reach for your average person. So that feels very aligned with the mission of the Y and who we are and what we do. So we're really, really excited about this project, this collaboration. More importantly, we're excited after this event so we can really get into programming and have people enjoy this space. So thank you for being here, for being part of it. Thank you for the donors that made this happen. This is really, really exciting. We're very grateful to be a part of it.
Awesome. Molly, before you take the mic, I want to give you a racket.
Ooh, Doug, I get one like yours.
So we had these rackets made. Harrow Squash Relays made them, and they're from Missoula Community Squash. And US Squash has been a big supporter of this project and is growing the game nationally. So thank you for that.
Thank you so much. That's amazing.
Yeah.
I hope I can do it justice.
I'm sure.
Yeah, this is really great. Again, many of you were there last night, but I'll just say how excited US Squash is for this project. I mean, we've all been talking about it in every meeting we have, and I think it just provides so much inspiration for so many people who are thinking about building courts and adding squash. But the other thing I'll say is, at US Squash, we have 3 main goals. We're trying to grow participation in the game, we're trying to have impact in the game, and we're trying to win medals at the highest level. And then we're trying to do it with a sense of collaboration and unity and bringing the squash community together and meeting through that and uniting through that. And I think this project is the perfect example of all those things that we're trying to accomplish in the way that we're trying to do it. You think about growing participation here. All of a sudden, we're going to have so many people playing squash who have never had the chance to do so in Montana and Missoula, so in this area of the country. So we're thrilled about that. You think about the impact that you're going to have. You talk about the experience that you've had through squash. Everywhere I go, people talk about how squash has changed their lives at every level, so from juniors to sort of adults to the pros, how this game is really special. It brings people together, tests their mental and physical abilities. So the impact that you have. But I think maybe you don't even see it here. The impact of this project on squash more broadly, I think is going to be huge. Having these outdoor courts, being able to say you did it at Y, you've been talking about that already, how do you get this in more Y? So the impact is going to be huge. And my sense is maybe 2044 is going to be an Olympian coming out here.
Heck yeah.
A 5-year-old who just started her 6-year-old.
Maybe
2044 is going to be a Olympian coming out of here. What do you think, guys? This is the start of it. sort of have these amazing pros, the best in the world, having all of you here, having Tim here, having Renato here, all of us coming together. And Doug and Ann, really this wouldn't have happened without you guys being, let's do it. Get on that and get on this community. So thank you for all the donors and everyone who made this happen. It never happens without leadership like this. So we couldn't be more excited. I had a huge smile on my face. This is a beautiful place. I said, I think it's one of the most beautiful squash courts I've seen. So thank you, Jordan, for everything you did to make this work. And let's do this.
Sounds good. Yeah, so a couple last thank yous. I just want to say thanks to all of the sponsors and donors of this project, and especially the National Squash League for sponsoring this event this weekend. We wouldn't all be able to be here and have the pros here and have this high level without that. Open Squash as well sponsored community clinics later today with kids, as well as tomorrow for open and free to the public, whole community, and Squash Education Alliance as well. And Tim Wyatt has been a big part of building this project, building momentum, sharing it with folks, and helping build a network. So really grateful to all the amazing organizations, Sunrise Courts for building the courts, and all the organizations that have been a part of this. And I want to say thanks. All right.
Here we go.